So in this video, we will create a step-by-step guide that will help you to automate Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. I will show you automation between Google Sheets and Slack, like how you can automatically send a channel message to your team on Slack by using the details that have been added in Google Sheets. So you can integrate a lot more applications with Google Sheets by using this amazing automation and integration software that is Pabbly Connect. So in this automation, I will tell you that how whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, then by using the row details, automatically a channel message will be sent to my team on Slack. So to begin the process, here in this new tab, I'm going to search for pabbly.com. So this here is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. So as I want to set up an automation between Google Sheets and Slack, so now to do this, firstly, I have to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and you will get 100 tasks for free every month. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. So I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. This here is my dashboard, and to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I'm going to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as Automate Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So this here on my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders that I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Google Sheets. So here I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I've arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation and integration will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of your trigger application, and in a workflow, you can only have one trigger application but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to automate Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So firstly, here in this trigger window, as this is an automation for Google Sheets, so over here, I'm selecting Google Sheets as my trigger application. And here it is. So after selecting my trigger application, I need to select the trigger event that will be new or updated spreadsheet row. So this trigger will start working whenever a new spreadsheet row will be added or updated. So here I'm going to select it. So as I'm setting up this automation between Google Sheets and Slack, so over here in this action window, I'm going to search for Slack as my action application. And here it is. Now the action events will be to send channel message. Here I want to send a message to my existing channel. So I'm selecting it. So as you can see that I've selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So here you can see that a webhook URL is given and along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully because this will tell you how you can connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to tell you this procedure in detail. So now to establish a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, I will take you to the Google Sheet which I have created. So this here is the Google Sheet that I have created by the name of client meetings. It consists only of one sheet, and here you can see that there are three columns. One is of client name, meeting agenda, and the date. So here my objective is that whenever in a new row, I will add the details for the client meetings, then automatically a channel message should be sent to my team on Slack. So firstly, I need to set up a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So to do that, here I will go to extensions. So in extensions, you need to make sure that you should have this Pabbly Connect Webhooks extension. But if you don't have it, you can simply go to get add-ons. And here in the search bar, you can search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here it is. So as you can see that I've already installed this extension, so it says installed. You can also follow the same process to install this. So as I've installed this extension, I'm going to close this. So here, as I want to establish a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, so here again I will go to extensions and now I will go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks and click on initial setup. So now here in this initial setup, the webhook URL will be set up on the below selected sheet. So here you can see that in this spreadsheet, there is only one sheet. So that is selected over here. Now I need to mention the webhook URL. So here it says you can get the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect workflow. So here in the workflow that I was creating, this is the webhook URL. So I'm going to copy the same. And now here in Google Sheets, I'm going to paste it. So now once this is done, moving to the trigger column. So the trigger column is the final data column on which the data is added. So the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So as in this Google Sheet, there are 3 columns. So C is the final data column. So it will be the trigger column. So the data till this column should be sent to Pabbly Connect. In order to do that, so here I'm going to select the trigger column as C, and now I'm going to click on submit. So you can see that the setup has been configured successfully. So now I'm going to close this. So as my objective is that whenever I will add the details of a client meeting in a new row, so the details of that row should be sent to Pabbly Connect. And then further, it should be sent as a channel message on Slack with my team. So now to do that, I will again go to extensions, and here in extensions, I will go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks once again, and here I'm going to click on send on event. So by clicking on send on event, it will make sure that whenever the details will be added in a new row, so the details of that row will be captured in Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to select it. And now I'm going to refresh the page as this is an important step. So now I will show you that how the data will be sent. So here in this new row, I'm going to mention the client name as demo user. And now the meeting agenda will be best stocks to invest in 2023. And the date for the meeting will be 10/11/2023. So here I've mentioned the client name as demo user. And the meeting agenda is best stocks to invest in 2023. And here is the date for the meeting. So now I've added the details for the client meeting. So now I will take you to Pabbly Connect to show you that the details of that row would have been captured. So here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that I've received a response. Here is the trigger column as C. Here is the spreadsheet name. Here is the spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, and the meeting agenda along with the date and the client name. So the details which I've just added in a new row in Google Sheet is successfully captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So the first objective of this automation is set up. That means now whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, then automatically the details of that row will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So as the first objective of this automation is set up, so now moving ahead, so here as I want to send a channel message in Slack by using the data which I've added in my Google Sheets. So firstly, I have to establish a connection between Slack and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on connect. And now to add a new connection, I'm going to click on connect with Slack. I've already logged into my Slack account in one of the tabs. And here the token type will be user. You can know more about the Slack tokens by clicking on this hyperlink. So here I'm going to click on save. So now here I'm going to click on allow as this is a secure access. So here you can see that the authorization was successful. Slack and Pabbly Connect is connected successfully. So now moving to the channel, here I need to select the channel where I want to send the message. So here in Slack, these are my channels. So I want to send a channel message in this channel that is by the name of Google Sheets client meetings. So here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to select it. Here it is. So now moving to message, here I need to specify the text of the message that is to be sent. So now as I've got the client meeting details in my Google Sheets, so I wish to share those details with my team on Slack in a channel message. So now to do this, I'm going to frame a message. So here you can see that I have framed the message. So you can read that. It goes as hello team. Here are the details for the meeting with the client. Name, meeting agenda, date. Meeting timing will be informed on the meeting date itself. Make sure to make notes. Regards marketing head. So this here is the content for the message that I wish to send on my Slack channel. So over here, I'm going to map the name. So basically mapping is to insert the data from previous step. So as I've received the response from Google Sheets, so here I'm going to map the name, that is demo user. So now I'm going to map the marketing agenda, that is best stocks to invest in 2023. Now I'm going to map the date over here from the response received. So here I've mapped the date as well. So this method of mapping is important because if I would have added the details manually, in that case this information would have become static. Even then if I would have received new response, so that data won't have been taken into consideration over here in these fields. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So here as the details are mapped, now whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, then automatically over here in these fields, that details will be added and it will make the workflow run smoothly. So now moving ahead, if you wish to add the image URL, image alt text, bot name or bot icon, you can go ahead with that. So scrolling down, here I'm simply going to click on save and send test request to see the response. Here you can see that I've received a response and this here is the message text. So this means this here is a positive response. Now I will take you to my Slack channel. So here you can see the channel message which I have framed is automatically sent over here in Slack as a channel message. So here you can see the details that I've mapped from Google Sheets. So here the client meeting details which were in Google Sheets is successfully sent as a channel message to my team on Slack. So this integration and automation was a successful one. Now whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, then the details will be captured in Pabbly Connect and automatically a channel message will be sent on Slack to my team. So now here let me show you a live example. So here in this Google Sheet, I'm going to mention the client name as test user. So now here I'm going to add the meeting agenda as how to boost your LinkedIn impressions, and here the date I'm going to mention it as that will be 11/11/2023. So as I've added the details over here in a new row in this Google Sheet, then automatically a Slack channel message would have been sent to my team. So now here let me take you to my Slack channel, and here you can see that a new message has been sent. So here are the details. Here's the name as test user. Here is the meeting agenda and here is the date. So that means this automation has set up successfully. Now whenever a new row will be updated in Google Sheets, then automatically a Slack channel message will be sent to my team.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.